Hello, welcome to the Dena and Christina report. Today we're going to talk about survival of the sickest. This is a book about how diseases have benefited mankind over time. Hemochromatosis is a disease that disrupts the way the body metabolizes iron, which causes iron buildup. While iron is required to detoxify poisons, it attracts pathogens and gives them a food source, which allows them to attack the immune system. Hemochromatosis may have once been a disorder that benefited humans during the plague. Hemochromatosis causes iron to build up in certain regions of the body, which then allows macrophages in areas lacking iron to attack pathogens since they would be attracted to the areas of iron. Diabetes is a common disorder that causes sugar buildup. This may have helped people in Northern Europe during cold weather, such as during the Younger Dryers, which was a sudden onset of cold temperature over 3 years in Europe. This is a theory inspired by wood frogs that freeze in the winter and defrost in the warm weather and are still alive. It was found that they increase their glucose levels during the winter, which serves as an antifreeze. This may have been the same mechanism that diabetics had during the Younger Dryers. In addition, people exposed to or living in Arctic climates produce brown fat, which allows the body to convert sugar to heat. Vitamin D is produced by the body when exposed to sunlight. The body can convert cholesterol into vitamin D, which promotes the growth of bones. UVB converts cholesterol into vitamin D. However, areas with little exposure to sunlight, such as in the north, have less melanin, which blocks the light from being absorbed by the body. On the other hand, those living on or near the equator have high amounts of melanin in order to protect from overexposure of UVB rays. Consequently, those living near the equator have elevated levels of cholesterol so they can be converted into vitamin D. But when these people move from the equator and are exposed to less sunlight, they have health problems as a result of their high cholesterol levels. Autism is a disease that causes the body's red blood cells to lyse, displaying effects similar to that of sickle cell anemia. Fava beans produce an enzyme called GGPD, or glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase, which prevents the cells from fighting off free radicals. Over time, the mechanisms which have caused plants to evolve have also affected humans. For example, spicy plants such as habanero peppers produce a toxin that causes a burning sensation when consumed. This is shown to increase the likelihood of stomach cancer when consumed in large amounts. During a period of infertility in sheep, scientists discovered that the plants which the animals were consuming contained phytoestrogens, which mimic the hormone estrogen and would cause some of the animals to become infertile. In areas with malaria, sickle cell anemia is beneficial because the environment in which the parasite infects the cell is unfavorable and kills off the parasite. That is why the consumption of fava beans attracts free radicals to kill off the cells in order to prevent the parasite from spreading. We think we're alone. We are never really alone. All around us, as well as inside of us, millions and trillions of bacteria, viruses, and other microbes are living with us. For millions of years, these microorganisms have been living amongst us and evolving with us, which has been both detrimental and beneficial to our existence. All living organisms, whether humans or these microscopic organisms, have one common goal: to survive and reproduce. For example, the rabies virus exists in the saliva of infected animals, such as that of a dog. When a dog is infected, it becomes mad and begins to foam at the mouth. Upon biting another animal, the virus is able to spread further. It is made up of several sequences that came from various sources, such as virus and bacteria. Whenever a pathogen enters a host, the host produces antibodies to fight it. This has allowed us to create vaccines by exposing the individual to a weaker strain of the virus in order to create antibodies to defend against the virus. Over time, the virus DNA that has made its way into our DNA has evolved with us, allowing for many evolutionary benefits. Although there are thousands of genes in our DNA, only a small percentage of them actually code for proteins. The rest of the DNA, called non-coding DNA, consists of jumping genes or transposons, which are moved around when affected by certain environmental factors. Reverse transposons also help organisms, such as in the placenta. In addition, mutations have also advanced organisms over time. These mutations are inherited and cause processes such as antigenic drift to occur as stronger variations are produced.
Environmental factors play a role in the development and phenotypes of individuals. This is called epigenetics. Certain genes are turned off and off due to processes such as methylation. Environmental pressures causes genes to turn off or on. For example, mice that were pregnant and fed vitamins had healthy offspring, while those who were malnourished had fat offspring. This is because the gene for slow metabolism was turned off in healthy offspring because the mother was not pressured are stressed due to lack of food. Later in life, epigenetics can still play a role. An example would be identical twins that drifted apart and live in separate environments. One had cancer and the other did not. The one with cancer may be exposed to things that cause his cancer-controlling gene to turn off and cause cancer in him. Epigenetics can cause changes that last generations due to environmental pressures, and it's something scientists are still trying to figure out.
When cells can no longer replicate their DNA efficiently and accurately anymore. Progeria is a disease where premature aging occurs. It was discovered that this may be a sign that aging can be turned on. DNA strands are made with extra non-coding sequences on the end so that telomerase does not remove important information during replication. When the strands shorten and information begins getting cut up, the replication is less accurate and this begins the act of aging. Humans may have originated from semi-aquatic apes due to their structure and functions. Humans are bipeds, which make it easier for them to go in and out of bodies of water. They also have painful childbirths and require aid, which is eased in water. Humans also have fat attached to their skin and little hair, which are traits of semi-aquatic and aquatic animals.
Overall, Survival of the Sickest is a novel about our evolutionary relationship with diseases over time and the benefits and disadvantages that it's given us as a result. Thank you for watching Dena Christina Report. Good night.